It'll look a whole lot different in a couple of days.
Well, we tried. It's organized chaos is what it is. But we have to be really flexible because we interface with a lot of other parts of the rally and stuff, so we have to make sure that, you know, we work together. This is my 5th year as chair of registration, but I did registration about 10 years before that. So, and most of my people come back, but 80% of our volunteers come back every year. Yeah, and you know, you get to meet everyone, and we encourage them to chat a little bit, even if it's a big lineup. We want them to feel it's friendly, and especially if they're new people who've never been to a rally, spend a little bit of extra time with them, and they come back the next year.
Well, they set it up and put all the pre-registration folders out, and then all the stuff for people to come up and pay, and then memberships over there, so if people want to join, they can join while they're here. So.
I'm Mark Austin. I'm the committee. No, I don't know what I am. I'm the rally chair. Welcome to Bloomsburg. It's a busy day, but it's a fun day. Got a box for you.
This is the logbook, and we have, so let's just say that Markel Insurance says, where's my boxes? Where's my boxes? We say, oh, Markel, okay, right here. M, Markel, you are C11, 12, and 14, F2, 6, 7, and 17. We have a system, man. It works.
We're from Bloomington, Indiana, and we're in charge of keeping everybody hydrated today.
My first rally was Charleston, West Virginia. Was that 10 years ago?
Since I can remember, since I was a little kid, my dad used to throw me in a sidecar and haul me around to all the rallies, and I think I started at the age of 4 or 5, something like that. So, yeah.
I started from Maine, and I came here almost directly to see what the town looked like for the MOA thing, and then I did 16,500 miles back to here.
Well, the best thing about being a member of MOA is the camaraderie of the friends and the help, and everybody's so friendly. It's like sometimes you don't see a person for 2 or 3 years. It's like you pick up like you just saw yesterday that you just missed talking to them. So, you have friends all over the country.
C'est la vie, say the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. They had a high pop on board, did a let it blast. 700 little records, all rock and rhythm and jazz. But when the sun went down, the racket temple of the music fell. C'est la vie, say the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. C'est la vie, say the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. All right, there you go.
Yeah, I know. You want to get the craziness of the rally. I need to go write myself a note. I have a little notepad on my go-kart, which you can't miss. Have you seen my go-kart? It's right over there with all the ribbon on it, and it says Rally Goddess.
Yeah, your daughter's here.
And I've got a little notepad on my steering wheel, and that's where I write notes to myself. I have to make a note to myself to get garbage cans at the vintage bike display area tomorrow.
1970 or 71, had an old BMW. At that time it was new. It's like the vintage bikes in the display over here now. And I was just real impressed with the bike and everything, and so I bought one, and I've had at least one BMW in my garage ever since 1973.
That's a 1965 R69S.
That's a 1942 R75, and bought it in a box in 10,000 pieces. 3.5 years later, here it is, finished.
And in the beginning I was hugely surprised by just how many people belong to clubs. This is really a US phenomenon, you know, you don't get it everywhere in the world. And also how autonomously the clubs work, and how much work they do really to support BMW per se.
And somebody came by, one of the volunteers was asking Rick, that said, if this is slow, what did busy look like? Because we seem to be humming right along.
We come from Vermont. Down from the trustees in New York.
Oh, good, good. You getting taken care of?
Yes, I did come.
All right.
All right, baby. I need you. All right.
Okay, let's go.
What's up?
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Yeah, where'd you come in from?
New Jersey.
Friends of mine from Florida and from Atlanta came up the Parkway to meet at my house. I live a mile off the Parkway in Roanoke.
50 miles north of here, Waynesburg.
That was a rough ride.
Rough ride.
We're from northwest Illinois, about 100 miles directly west of Chicago.
Okay.
North Carolina, just laid there in a puddle. You gotta have a buddy that drives a 40-foot motorhome in order to carry this for you.
This isn't our real arrival. We arrived earlier outside the fence and then found out we're supposed to be inside the fence. So we're just moving short distance.
As the beer chair of the MOA National Rallies, it also has very special interest to me because of the backside. We will officially open at noontime on Wednesday. The rally is classic today. The rally is a 3-day rally, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and everybody goes home on Sunday. But for the early arrivals, the beer is here, and so are we, and we're happy to serve it.
Have a good day. Love you all.
Thanks, BMW MOA. You guys did a great job. This is my first time.
This is what it's all about. German food with the BMW here. There's a beet rack to the stream, which is the same size. These are about, it's still
The blinking drove everybody nuts. I had to move the light bulb. Now I didn't see it if I looked real hard. You gotta look hard. Okay? Turn that off. Those are the ones that run through like both.
Only right there. This right here, throughout the fingertips, all over. 4, 5.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, you get to see the folks. We see our customers every year after year, and that's a lot of fun. And 100-degree weather is a little bit tricky, but we're doing pretty well in here.
Brought my wife. This is the second one that she's been to. And I had to get used to traveling with her because she packs in this trunk, the other trunk, and I get this. 3 pairs of underwear. Part of being married.
There's a fight out in California.
Yes, I call up my big mama. I tell her I'll be rolling in. Don't you know deep down, I'm kinda tempted to go and see my Bessie again. I found faithful queen, she's fire, fire on the mountain. Fire, fire on the mountain. Fire, fire on the mountain. You're almost afraid, still you don't feel the heat. It takes all you got just to stay on the beat.
I just brought the bikes here, and I brought my moped as a solidarity with my son who was in Camp Gears. About 10 years, I think.
I'm liking it. I mean, the Camp Gears part of the activities are over, but you know, I'm just gonna hang out here till Saturday probably, and then we're gonna pack up and go back to Jersey, I guess.
With my parents, I've been riding as passenger since I was like 8. I started riding last year, and on the way to the motorcycle rally in Redmond, crashed with my mom's bike going 70 miles an hour on Interstate 80, broke my leg, out of commission for 3 months. So if you want to be technical, it's been like 2 weeks since I started riding.
I've been riding for about a year now. I ride a 1979 Puka moped, and I've been at Camp Gears for the last couple days at the rally here in Bloomsburg, and it's been really hot, but I've had a good time.
I've been riding for about 7 years now, and I've been to 6 years worth of Camp Gears. I enjoy Camp Gears because it's a learning experience. You know, you get to learn more about just safety techniques, the gear you should wear, and you're learning from people who have been doing this for anywhere between 10, 20 to 40 years.
Be still, be still, be pure. Be still, be still, be
Take the bike out on the road. Go straight ahead at intersections unless otherwise instructed. Start the engine and check your rear vision mirror before moving off.
The ambassadorship is a thank you, if you will, for volunteering on the national level and volunteering for the BMW MOA on the national level. And you're nominated by someone, the club, someone else, and you don't know about it until the board of directors calls you up and says, oh, by the way, we had a vote, you're our newest ambassador. And so it's a very humbling experience. And you're expected to keep on doing what you did to become an ambassador.
As ambassador, if you want it, what I do mostly is helping Americans who visit Europe, driving in Europe, you know, give them advice and things like that.
I've been an MOA member since 1981, and I'm a lifetime member, so I have committed to my life.
Wonderful. Great. T-shirt sales are going great. They are air conditioned. They will make you feel cooler, and if you don't feel cooler right away, you'll look cooler.
I went to rally number 1.
Wow.
Rally number 1 is right here, 1974. This was the first 49er, and after the first 49er second attendees, they gave bars to for a couple of years. But 1974 was rally number 1. I was the communications chair, how well I remember.
We went to our first rally in 1973, and subsequently we went to about 20 rallies, and I'm sort of here in her memory. She passed on, and I just came to enjoy another rally. Oh, in the 70s, everybody wore these vests, and every rally you went to, you put your patch on. And again, I'm wearing it to honor her.
Well, it's definitely grown to be a big organization. I've met a lot of nice people of all walks of life, you know. I have no complaints.
1973 to 1982 was the 10th one, and the 31 people that attended those first 10 are the pioneers. All 10 of them, attended all 10 rallies, didn't miss any. Those are the pioneers, and along the way, most of the pioneers have lost their perfect attendance stream at some time, although 2 of us are still maintaining it. But of the ones that have missed, only by a couple. Both of you only by a couple.
Well, I don't remember too many of them as warm as this one, I'll tell you that. But I do remember Vermont was hot one year. We've had some really hot rallies, but where you wouldn't expect it, you know. I live in Rio Rancho, New Mexico now.
Oh.
It's good. It's good country, good riding.
So what's your member number?
4.
Well, there is no surefire remedy, but when love tears you apart. I found tequila is good for the heart. I went to revival last Sunday.
I mean, these oral histories we're doing, my intention is we're going to give a copy on disc to the person we interview. We're going to leave a copy of all oral histories we do here in the time capsule. And then we're taking the recordings down probably in late fall down to Washington to deliver the first ones and maybe do a little article in the MOA on it or something like that.
Oh, it's a family. You see all your cousins and sisters and brothers. And it's just wonderful. All the number of people you see, and you keep meeting more people. Oh, I got lots of stories. I was at Craters of the Moon.
Huh?
And there was one other bike, it was a Goldwing in the whole campground, and they came over after they finished the dinner and said hi, and he said, "Are you some sort of official with the MOA?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" And he said, "I met you on the road 2 years ago." Well, 2 years ago, I went out to Gillette. I took 7 weeks to travel then and just followed the front wheel. I didn't really plan the trip. And here I bumped into the same guy twice.
I'm a member, I'm the vice president and one of the founders of something called the Jewish Motorcyclist Alliance, okay? We started out with 5 clubs, and we had a meet and greet at Mike's famous Harley Davidson, and then we formed an alliance together, had what we call our Ride to Remember, where we raise money for Holocaust education in Washington, and it's grown to 48 chapters now worldwide. And so one of my goals has been to have Jewish services at all these big motorcycle rallies.
seeing all the people that you only get to see once a year. Certain people only come out for this rally. Other people that I met at rallies in Tennessee last year and Kentucky the year before. Everyone shows up for this one, wherever it is.
So this is our first rally. The kids rode in the minivan, but Grandpa and I rode the bikes over.
From Atlanta, Georgia. And my son Robert rode.
Hi. Yeah, I rode in on, I believe it was an R100 RS, and on my learners, and got the youngest rider award at 16.
72. And my wife rode with me until she was 68. She soon turned 70. So I'm now traveling alone, but I do miss her.
We founded the Akron BMW Club, which is Club 21, I think. Back, I think, 73, 74. So then I went to Florida. But anyway, it's an early number. I was a young guy at that time.
This year our charity is a local organization called Camp Victory. And it is a special camp for special kids. In past years we've received anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000, and this year we had really put out a very strong effort. We had canisters that the kids from Camp Victory made for donations. We had them at our free coffee at our charging stations. We sold 50-50 tickets. We had the club challenge, and vendors donated, and it was just great. Everybody was pulling together this year to come up with as much as we possibly could for the kids.
A many-time participant of the camp and now works there part-time, Mrs. Bryan. Hi, Brian.
You do not need to be present to win. The name on this ticket will win this fight.
Actually, don't stop around the world.
Janet Milbrand, Malnet, Illinois, ticket number 05183.
BMW family, friends are family. Thank you for sticking it out with the heat with us. And we may not be the biggest rally in terms of population, but we are evidently the hottest.
I don't care if I die.